Hello, I haven't done one of these blogs in a while, but I just feel compelled to talk about the importance of direct communication. Oftentimes we are very passive aggressive online. We send subliminal messages to try to get somebody's attention. Even in text messaging or emailing, things can get misconstrued. I learned this the hard way. Going back a few years, I was talking to somebody online, and this is a lot of the reason why I don't do online dating. I was talking to somebody online for a good while and completely missed the point, and I won't get into the details of our online fantasy relationship, but needless to say, when I actually met this person in person, they were not the same person I met online. That also happened another time when I lived in Tucson. I met a guy in Texas face to face, and he was completely different than the person that I met online. I'm very, I guess you can say, I can feel energy online. And I really feel energy around me. That's why I tend to stay to myself most of the time. I don't like to be out in public much. I like to stay at home. And it's not because I'm antisocial. I'm a little bit of both. You just have to know me well enough for me to be sociable, but it's because I can feel energy, and it's not something that I choose. It's just the way I am and have been. And it's been amplified over the past 5 years, I guess you can say, with the catastrophic marriage that I had, and with just the pain that I've been through in other relationships because of misconstrued communication and not having direct communication with people that I love and people that I have a connection with. And this is why I tell people that I'm connected to. It's very important, if you want to talk to me, that we talk together face to face. I don't like talking on the phone. I don't like to text message. This is why it would never work for me to be with somebody, in another city. It's hard. I'm here in a small town, and I can't even see myself dating somebody like in Tucson. It's just because a lot of our communication would have to be through text messages. And I love communication. I love the connection. I love to talk. But, just not being around somebody to have those intimate conversations, to be able to feel the energy around it, to be able to feel, to see their body language, to feel their sincerity or lack thereof. Things like that are super important to me. And it's, that's why I feel like it's so important to not project, to not, use subtle messages to let hint around somebody that you're upset with them. I've done this before. I have done this, and it just hurts the people that love you or you love. It's all it does. It's very important to, approach them or say, can we meet somewhere and talk? I have friends that I've known for years that, we've been passive aggressive with one another, and she's been my lifelong best friend since my daughter, who's almost 21, was 1 year old. So we've known each other for a long time. But there were times where I pissed her off and she would block me on Facebook, or she would stop talking to me because of the misunderstanding in communication with online platforms. I loathe that. And I'm just saying that from somebody who has done it, who is still catches herself doing it sometimes. So, you know, and if somebody makes me mad or angry, I have learned the hard way to confront them face to face. You know, sometimes you don't have that advantage. You know, somebody is just, you know, don't want to talk to you or upset with you. So, you know, as somebody who loves communication and loves direct communication, it's super important for me to say, hey, can we talk about this? Like, I mean, it's not a difficult thing to do. If I have friends, like my best friend in Georgia, we've been best friends for 5 years. She knows everything. Well, not everything, but most things about me, especially before my time here in Arizona. Whenever she starts messaging me on Messenger, I just pick up turn on my video chat because I prefer to see her. I prefer to watch her and see how she's feeling, because that helps me to make the connection with what she's trying to say. Through text messages, it doesn't work for me. I mean, text messaging to me is, hi, how are you? How's your day going? Simple little conversations, nothing that goes in depth. And especially if you're mad at somebody, you don't want to text them and let them know that you're mad at them, because it's not fair to do that. It's not right. It's very immature, and it hurts. You know, if somebody is upset or mad at me, or if I'm upset or mad at somebody, it's very important to talk together face to face, like adults. If I'm very emotional and have, on the flip side, if I love somebody and I feel like I need to talk to them about something that's going on with me, I'm not going to do that over text message. I'm not going to do it over an email. Let's talk. Can we go, God forbid there's nowhere in town, but go to the park, go for a drive, and just talk about it. You know, it's super, super important to have direct communication, especially when there's emotion involved. And I'm glad I got that off my chest, and thank you for listening. This is a whole 8-minute video. Hopefully I can get it on YouTube. Have a good night.